Good Saturday evening, South Carolina weather watchers. Hopefully, everyone has had a fantastic Saturday. I'm your host for South Carolina weather, Jesse Peterson, and let's talk about the weather for our Saturday evening going into the future. Looking at the radar right now, not much going on. Actually, no rain at all falling in the state, so we're good in terms of rain. But as we go over here and move into the MRMS, here's the MRMS right here to show winter weather precipitation. You can see that we do have some rain going on up here inside the New England regions, as well as over here in Pennsylvania. Virginia receiving some rain, as well as up here in Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Tennessee, Missouri, Oklahoma, Panhandle of Texas, seeing some severe weather, some rain going on inside of Colorado with maybe even some snow falling as well. I mean, some rain falling, some snow falling. We do have some ice falling in some areas though right now, but winter weather advisories are out up to 3 to 8 inches above 10,000 feet in elevation. So that's pretty much everything that, and we do have some storms up there in Wisconsin. Here is our current cloud cover. Current cloud cover right now, really just showing some very weak low clouds going into the upstate of South Carolina. Not really much to talk about there. Here's our cloud cover total percentage. As you push this forward, cloud cover not really doing much right now, except for just bringing some cloud cover to pretty much the entire state. Scattered clouds for the entire state, I should say, in general. And as you move through to tomorrow morning, not really seeing much except for again just some more cloud cover potential. And as you move into around the 18th hour or so, again, not really much here to talk about except for just some cloud cover for portions of the upstate and the Midlands. Here is our current temperature: 77 in Columbia, 71 in Georgetown, 73 in Myrtle Beach, 71 in Loris, 73 in Bennettsville, 75 inside of Rock Hill, 77 inside of Greenville and Anderson, as well as Greenwood, 79 in Augusta, 77 in Barnwell, Fairfax, 73 in Savannah as well. Here's our low temperatures for tonight. Low temperatures for tonight at around 68 near Columbia, 67 near Orangeburg, 65 near Moncks Corner, as well as 70 near Charleston, 69 over there near Myrtle Beach, 66 near Cheraw, 65 Dillon, 70 near Hilton Head Island, 66 in Aiken as well as 66 up there for Greenville, Spartanburg. Here's our precipitation for the next 24 or so hours. Places like Walterboro, just north of Charleston, like the North Charleston, Hanahan regions, potentially has a risk of receiving a shower or two as you move through the next 24 or so hours. We're going to check that out in just a second and see where we could potentially have some rain at. But right now, just seems to be just a threat maybe for some isolated showers to continue throughout the state, as well as up there near Cheraw as well, also has a threat for a hundredth of an inch of rain to a tenth of an inch. No thunderstorms expected for the rest of tonight. Nothing for tomorrow, but day 3. We do have a risk for some thunderstorms going into Monday into the upstate and the Midlands of South Carolina. That's pretty much all that is right there. As you move on to excessive rainfall outlook, the excessive rainfall outlook right now, not really showing much for day 1. Same thing for day 2, nothing for day 3, nothing for day 4, and nothing for day 5. So we're good in terms of excessive rainfall. And as you move into the tropics, we'll talk about the tropics in a second. Let's talk about the models real quick first for the next 48 or so hours and see what they have to say. So continuing on down here to the 18Z, which for some reason, some of it is not loaded, but continuing through, there goes those showers and downpours that they were potentially talking about as early as 6 o'clock in the morning into Lancaster, South Carolina, Rock Hill, South Carolina, maybe even a Dillon, South Carolina around 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. And as you go to around 9 o'clock in the morning, showers are possible through Camden, Florence as well. And then after that, some more showers and downpours are possible as we go into tomorrow for portions like the upstate, Edgefield, South Carolina, Orangeburg, South Carolina, down into the low country of South Carolina, where we can see some very much scattered rain going through. on the entire low country of South Carolina, and then even into the southern Midlands as well, going into tomorrow night, like 10 o'clock p.m. ish. And that's pretty much everything for tonight and tomorrow. Not really, nothing's loaded right now for Monday, but we'll talk about Monday tomorrow evening at 9 o'clock. So now let's go on and let's talk about the tropics. Tropics right now, we have three areas, I believe, that we are watching. Huge update with this. We now have a code red, code yellow, and a code orange. This code orange was a yellow earlier this morning, and I said that we would have to maybe watch it, and I think that it could be something that we have to watch. Definitely watching for this red over here and disturbance one. This right here. Let's start off with that actually. Disturbance 1, an area of low pressure located about 700 miles southeast of Bermuda, continues to produce a small cluster of showers and thunderstorms northeast of its center. However, the low is embedded in a very dry environment, and therefore significant development is not expected while it moves generally northward at around 5 to 10 miles an hour over the central tropical Atlantic. So right now, only a 10% chance over the next 48 hours, same thing for the next 7 days. Not really talking about this much. Disturbance 2. This is the one that we are going to have to watch for the most. A broad area of low pressure should form during the next few days over the northwestern Caribbean Sea and the adjacent portions of Central America. Thereafter, gradual development of the system is expected, and a tropical depression is likely to form as the system moves slowly northward across the northwest Caribbean Sea and the Gulf of Mexico through the end of the week or the end of next week. Regardless of development, the system is expected to produce heavy areas of rain over the portions of Central America during the next several days. So right now, no chance of this thing forming in the next 48 hours, but a 70% chance over the next 7 days. Now here's disturbance 3 over here. A tropical wave is expected to move westward from the coast of Africa on Sunday or Monday. Gradual development of the system is possible thereafter, and a tropical depression could form next week while the wave moves westward across the eastern and central tropical Atlantic. No threat over the next 48 hours, 40% chance over the next 7 days, with this one just off the coast of Africa. So again, Disturbance 2 is the one that we're watching for the most. Also over here in the Central Pacific, we do have a threat for some development. Right now, 40% chance of development over the next 40 hours, 60% chance over the next 7 days, just to the south and east of Hawaii. And also over here in the Eastern Pacific, 2 areas, Disturbance 2 over here, no chance for the next 48 hours, but a 50% chance over the next 7 days off the coast of Mexico. And then there's also another one off the coast of Mexico on the Pacific side, where there is a 20% chance over the next 48 hours, 40% chance over the next 7 days. So also pretty much a lot of stuff going on. But again, I think most attention right now is definitely on the Atlantic right now, as we do have this disturbance going on. So that's pretty much all that is for the tropics. Let's go on and talk about the future, the long-term future, as we go on to this. And as we pull this up, I'm looking at the likes right now. We have 9 people watching and only 3 likes. Let's get that like button up. Also, if you're watching on the video as well, make sure you hit that like button if you have not already. So here is the future. I actually don't think you can see it. Here's the future right here. You can see that on September the 21st, tonight, as we continue to move through, showers will continue as we get into around the 23rd, 24th, even the 25th, and the 26th. Now this, what I'm about to show you, it will show a hurricane inside South Carolina, so just letting you know, but this is the 18. This is usually the crazy run right here, but it will bring us a lot of rain, obviously, and it has a full-on Category 1, Category 2-ish hurricane inside the upstate of South Carolina. Now, again, over 144 hours out, this will shift, and when I said that this will change a lot, like literally last model run, it had it instead over in Alabama. The one after that, well, the one before that still had it off the coast of Florida. One after that, still off the coast. But then once you get it more closer to, you can see over here, South Carolina, it does have a full-on Category 2 up there. So we're still going to watch for that. That's why I said we need to watch this red one very closely. And as that one right there leaves, another low pressure kind of trying to form over land instead. And it does by bringing us the upstate some showers as well. And bringing most of us showers going to September the 30th, September the 30th. Almost, wait, is there a September? No, there's no 31st, only goes to October the 1st. And then we have another threat for another risk for another hurricane going to early October, October the 5th, October the 6th, and the 7th-ish, going into, like, making a landfall over there near, in Florida, going to Georgia. So, gonna have to watch out for this one as well. So that's everything for the future. Don't take, again, because, this was obviously a pretty big model run that just came through, especially for South Carolina. Don't take it just as it is. This will shift, and that's not exactly what's going to happen. So let's go on and talk with the audience. If you want to be a part of the audience, you can by joining us at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. So let's go on and see what they have to say. Pushing through. Miss Alvarado says, good evening, nice day at my house. Pretty hot though. Yes, it was indeed hot today. Still looking forward for some slightly cooler weather. Cooler weather is indeed coming. Right now, again, we're still, I guess, yeah, we are into fall technically. So, yes, cooler temperatures are on the way, especially as we get into October as well. Definitely can see some pretty cool temperatures go into the 50s in October. Going to Tish, who says, good evening, Joseph, good evening to you. Trail says, hi, Joseph, hello. And then my cousin's dad says, good evening, Joseph, how was your day? I'm proud of you. Man, you are doing big things. And then Michael Banks says, I'm really scared in Tennessee for severe weather and the tropical storm. Severe weather inside of Tennessee. Let me check that out real quick for you. Because I don't really tune too much into like individual state weathers, but there's nothing for tonight, nothing really for tomorrow. I mean, northwestern Tennessee does have a risk for some marginal thunderstorms as you go into Monday for like Clarksville and Dyersburg, Tennessee. And in terms of the tropical storm right now, we don't know where that thing's going to go at all. So we can't really call it out right now. We're just going to have to wait and just see what happens over the next couple of days. I think we will definitely have a very good understanding when it forms. Whenever it forms, it'll probably form sometime next week. I'd say mid next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I think we'll have a very good understanding of where that thing will try to go. And then Mr. Oliver says again, it was a beautiful day in Chattanooga today as well. I am glad for that over there in Tennessee or Chattanooga. But that's pretty much it in terms of the comments as well. So that's pretty much that, I think, for South Carolina for tonight. Don't really see anything else. I think the tropics was mainly the big thing. If you did not see my video or my forecast last night or this morning, today is the 35th anniversary of Hurricane Hugo. Today, I said that if you would, please, maybe if you have any stories or something like that, you can email them to me at scweather360@gmail.com, or you can leave it inside the chat. Whatever you have during that storm, it could be any sort of story, doesn't matter what it could be, or just anything like that you would want to share about the storm that may have happened. You can let me know inside of the comments, or again, email me. So, you can go on and do that, and then let's talk about San Antonio, Raleigh, and then we will be out of here for tonight. So going through tonight, nothing for San Antonio in terms of rain-wise as you go through the next 35 or so hours. I'm not really seeing much as you go through here. As you go to temperatures instead, and while we wait for the temperatures to load up real quick, let's check the likes. Let's see how many likes we got right now. So we have 9 people watching and only 7 likes. We still have a couple more people to hit that like button. I believe that would be appreciated. And if you have not hit the subscribe button yet, I do see some new people inside the chat. Hit the subscribe button, as we are trying to get to 250 subscribers by September 26th, which is in 5 days. We have 5 days to get. Last time I checked, we were at 233, so around 17 more subscribers to go in 5 days. It's definitely possible. It is possible to get 17 in 5. Just we need everyone to hit the share button to people that you know, and for the people that you shared it to share it to their relatives, friends, and stuff like that as well. But talking about San Antonio, low temperatures going into around 72 tonight, high temperatures going to around 92-ish. Low temperatures tomorrow night going to around like 76, 75, 74-ish going into tomorrow night. Moving over here into Raleigh, North Carolina, you see that we do have some low temperatures tonight going to around 68, 67-ish. You do have some severe weather up there to your north right now as well. High temperatures tomorrow at around 81. Low temperatures tomorrow night at around 68-ish, 67-ish as well. Going into composite reflectivity. Let's go on and push this back. As you go through tonight, not really much, really just for tonight, except for just some shower and thunderstorm activity that can be possible as you go into around 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. And then as you go into the future, not really much to talk about in terms of that. And then that's pretty much that. Let's talk about severe weather real quick. And then and then I have one more thing that I need to say, and then we'll be out of here for tonight. So here is the severe weather, excessive rainfall right here. As you go into tonight, nothing really for tonight. Nothing for tomorrow. Nothing for day 3, nothing for day 4, and nothing for day 5. Even though San Antonio does get close to getting a couple of close calls with some excessive rainfall outlooks as we get to the next couple of days. So here is the Storm Prediction Center as well. Let's go on and talk about this. If I can find my mouse. There's my mouse. As it wants to be acting crazy right now. I don't know what it's doing. But here's Disturbance 1, Day 1 of severe weather. I don't know what's going on with this. There you go. Nothing really going on really for the next 3 or so days. Not really much I can say, except for just no severe weather is expected for either region. So that about wraps that up. Let's go on and read some more of the chat real quick, because we do have some more. Close this out. Ms. Tolliver does say, oh, no, hold on, let me go up. Trail said, wild 31 years, it was 35 years, so 31, that would be around 2020, but 35 years since it has hit. And then my aunt Cheryl says, hot here in Miami. I do remember you said you were going to Miami. It should be sorry, but a little bit of rain. Honestly, it's, Florida usually receives rain daily, so I'm not really too surprised by that. And it definitely is hot and rainy there. I can see that. Ms. Oliver said I was about 9 when Hurricane Hugo hit. I was living in Tennessee Valley, but I remember seeing Al Roker reporting on Hurricane Hugo on the Today Show, and I remember seeing the damage. I never dreamed that I would ever end up living here. So around, let's see, Tennessee Valley. I don't know the exact impacts that the Tennessee Valley got from Hugo. I do know places like Charlotte, North Carolina, did in fact receive some hurricane force wind gusts all the way, or hurricane force sustained winds going all the way inside of North Carolina as well. No impacts. All right, so no impacts in Tennessee really. It probably, if I was to guess, it probably was still maybe a bit breezy, but honestly, I wouldn't really say much. Definitely nothing damage-wise. Only place that really saw damage was South Carolina, North Carolina, and that's really it. And despite the strength, and despite it being the one of the strongest hurricanes that South Carolina has seen in decades, it was only a Category 4. It was not a Category 5 at all, as some people might try to say, like, they might think that it may have been a Category 5, but it was indeed a Category 4. But make sure that you watch for the shorts tonight, as well as I do have a little short thing coming out talking about Hurricane Hugo more in depth instead. So watch out for that tonight. And if you can't watch that tonight, you can watch it tomorrow morning. We're at 234 subscribers. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We need 16 more subscribers to get until we get to 250 subscribers until September 26th. So 16 subscribers in 5 days. Less than 5 days, around, 5 days, because we had 11:59. So 5 days remaining. Let's get there. Let's get to our goal. And I will be back tomorrow evening with another forecast update. Everyone have a fantastic rest of your Saturday evening.
Hey!